Welcome to Fit and Delicious. I'm Jaime Brenkus. Let's get rid of that stinking thinking. Change the channel on your brain with our help. First up, reject that diet mentality with Danny. Then it's time for another beach workout. It's hard to be negative when you're out in the sun. Then Danny is back with a no-bake matcha energy bite that is great for anxiety. And then we'll finish up with my thoughts on stinking thinking and how to fix it. Time for some brain rewiring today on Fit and Delicious. Time to eliminate stinking thinking. If you don't like what's on your radio, you change the tune. The same can be said for those mental battles we have with ourselves each time we want to change one of our habits, especially when it comes to our health. Look, you've got 3 choices in life. Give up, give in, or give it all you got. Let's join Danny and get rid of that diet mentality.
Well, if you've been watching for a while, then you may know that I am an ex-chronic dieter, and I struggled with my food and my body image for many, many years. And I attempted every diet under the sun in an attempt to lose weight, change my body composition, and get healthy. And honestly, it wasn't until I gave up dieting that I was able to actually start to feel good in my body and reach some of the goals that I had for myself. And giving up dieting kind of happened on accident for me. It happened when I was pregnant with my daughter for the very first time. And when I think back to it, the reason I was able to stop dieting was because for the very first time in my life, instead of being concerned with how I looked, I decided that I wanted to take care of my body. Like, I really wanted to know how to nourish this baby that was growing inside of my body. So it was the first time in my life I ever felt like I had permission to be in the body I was in, because when you're pregnant, you don't have to be a certain size and a certain weight. You're allowed to get fuller and bigger. So when I stopped struggling with the need to change how I looked, I was able then to pay attention to myself and my body and begin to create a nourishing relationship. And that's where the shift all started to happen for me. But with that being said, I do want to note that it's definitely still a daily practice to this day. It's not an overnight fix. It's not something you do once and then you're done with it, right? But a big part of finding that place of peace with food and my body for me was learning to eat intuitively. And my definition of intuitive eating is when you take the cues and the signals from your body as the information you need to decide what to eat, when to eat, and how to eat, which is the polar opposite of dieting, right? When we are dieting, we are looking for external cues, external information, external, what time is it? What time of day is it? What the latest diet books say? And then we are trying to stick to somebody else's idea of what healthy eating is. So intuitive eating is an invitation to connect to your inner wisdom, your knowing, and your intuition, where dieting is the ultimate invitation to disconnect. As one of my favorite mentors always says, Mark David, he always says that many of us are on a high-fat diet. And what he means by that is that we are consuming so much information about what we should be eating, how we should be eating, when we should be eating, the right foods, the wrong foods, that we're so stuck in our head. We have so many facts that we literally fall out of trust with knowing what our bodies need and what our bodies want, right? So what I want most for you, because I know that for many people, weight loss is a goal and why weight loss can be a byproduct, I want you to shift that idea to my number one intention is to create a kind and nourishing relationship with food and body and ultimately with self. I want you to be able to rebuild trust with your body so that you can use that as your guidance system to what and when you want to be eating. Intuitive eating is not something that you can pass or fail. You don't do it right or wrong, right? It's a learning experience. It's a continuum. And step one to this whole process is cultivating self-compassion for yourself, right? Being kind and easy and understanding and forgiving and curious is absolutely the very first step in creating any type of change, right? So many of us want to bully ourselves and push ourselves into changing something in our lives. And if you are not already coming from a place of kindness, I promise you that is continuously going to be step one. So notice your tone, notice your thoughts, notice the way you conversate with yourself. And if you're not speaking in a tone that you would speak to your best friend or your daughter in, I want you to begin to practice shifting that languaging. There's no doing this perfectly. You know what? Sometimes you're going to eat when you're not hungry. Sometimes you're going to eat emotionally. Sometimes you're going to eat past full, right? These are all parts of being in relationship with food. So give up the idea that there's a right and a wrong way to do it and allow yourself to stay open to the process, open and easy and kind and loving and compassionate. So the very first principle is to reject the diet mentality. Now, the diet mentality is simply a way of thinking. It's an all or nothing approach to health and weight loss. It tends to be very harsh, very critical, and very needy. Now, a diet mentality is a very all or nothing approach to healthy eating and or to weight loss. And it tends to be very harsh and it's very critical. It's a false hope that's sold to us by the diet industries that losing weight quickly and easily will make you happy, fulfilled, and valuable. And as long as we continue to attach ourselves to this broken system, we spend all of our time and our energy trying to shrink our bodies, which also shrinks our sense of self and ultimately shrinks your entire world. Rejecting the diet mentality has to start with recognizing diet culture, because we are all completely steeped in diet culture. So this all starts with education. The diet culture wants to tell us what our body should look like, what our body should weigh, and that the most important thing that we have going on is how we look, right? And the promise is that if we could just reach that goal weight or reach that body composition, then we will be happy, fulfilled, and valuable. So do know that while you are healing this relationship for yourself, you have permission to create space from anything or anyone that you need to. So I'm going to give you 3 steps to rejecting the diet mentality, along with a little bit of homework should you choose to do it. Step 1, cultivate self-compassion, understanding, ease, forgiveness, and curiosity. This is not a process that you bully yourself into. This is a willingness to see the bigger picture and to separate yourself from all of the information that you've been fed so that you can create your own thoughts, your own ideas, and your own opinions about how you want to move forward on this journey. Notice the internal conversation that you have with yourself. Are you being kind and easy and understanding, or are you being judgy and harsh and critical? What tone do you use with yourself? Start to notice, right? Just because you think something doesn't mean you have to agree with it. Write it down and journal it out for yourself. Step number 2, I want you to evaluate your history with dieting, right? How old were you when you started dieting? Where did you learn that you should be dieting? Did anybody in your world diet? Did anybody demonstrate it to you, right? What diets did you try? Which diets worked? Which ones were easy? Which ones were hard? How did they affect you? Were any of them sustainable? How did they affect your inner world and your sense of being? Really think about it. Think about how dieting has affected you over the years, and then ask yourself, am I truly willing to walk away from this? Am I willing to break up with dieting, right? Why or why not? What about it is intriguing to you, and what about it are you afraid of? Write it all out. And then step number 3, I really want you to detox your environment. Anything that is in your peripheral, anything that is in your world that encourages you to cut back on calories, count your calories, restrict your food, deprive yourself of pleasure, make your body smaller, anything that compromises your self of being and your self of value and worth, I want you to detox of it. I want you to get rid of it. So I really want you to evaluate, right? What books are in your house? What magazines are in your house? What shows are you watching? What accounts are you following on social media, right? anything that triggers you or speaks this language to you, I want you to begin to notice the conversation and to say, no, thank you. I'm not participating in this anymore. And along with that, start to seek out things that support what you want to be developing in yourself, right? So health at every size, positive body image movements, eating for wellness, feeling good, play, pleasure, anything that is supporting the new relationship that you are creating for yourself, start to bring that in. So you literally create an environment for yourself that is lifting you up and not tearing you down.
Hey guys, it's Jamie. We are here at Sarasota Bayfront. Beautiful, beautiful skyline, beautiful water. Hey, today we're gonna do the shred. You're gonna be 16 moves, 30 seconds apiece. You need small handheld weights and a chair for balance. Okay guys, first thing we're gonna do is a goblet squat. So put both weights together and you're gonna do a squatting motion, right? Make sure the knees are lined up over the toes, very important. Just like you're sitting in a seat, okay? So that's real important for form. You're working your hips, your buns and your thighs, right? Nice and easy, good cadence, okay? You don't have to go too fast, nice and easy. Remember, if you rest, you rust, that's for sure. So we wanna make sure that, again, you're moving every single day, guys. One more, and release. Now we're gonna do a chest shoulder press here. So you're gonna shoulder press with a quad lift. Now for balance, you wanna hang on to the chair, okay? But you're working your quadricep and your shoulders at the same time, nice and easy. Hey guys, I can tell you this, you know, when you wear a smile, you're well dressed, aren't you? You know, think about that. When you're happy, you have a really, you know, healthy lifestyle, that's what it's all about. One more, and release. All right, let's go to the other side. Again, you can use the chair for balance. It's just a quadricep lift with a shoulder press right there. Now again, build yourself into the plan. There's 30 seconds each move. There's 16 moves, 8 minutes. Guys, 8 minutes. You have 8 minutes. Think about that. That's 1/80th of your day. You can do this. That's it. You owe it to yourself. Give yourself that time. There you go. 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna do a kettle swing. So bring both weights together, clasp them together. Now it's down, all the way up. A little more of a cardio move. That's it. Guys, you know the difference between winners and losers. I gotta tell you, you know, winners are not people who, you know, certainly never fail. They basically never quit. They never give up. So that's gonna be you, right? Even though there's gonna be some obstacles, keep fighting for your goal. It's so important. That's it. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now I'm gonna do a lateral raise with a side lunge. So you're gonna be here, boom, right there. Lateral raise is my favorite. Ladies, this one's for you. The outer portion of your shoulders. And again, you're getting that heart pumping and thumping. That's the way to do it. There you go. Nice and easy. Not too high on these. Keep your arms tight as you do this, okay? Nice and slow and controlled. That's it. 3, 2, 1, and done. Now, we're gonna do lunges. So you're gonna alternate each leg. Left, right, okay? Not too deep on these, sort of like a fencer. If you need a chair for balance, that's fine. But what's today? Today is a new day, guys, right? It's a new beginning, it's a new focus, it's a new start for you. You got new intentions, and certainly gonna give you new results. That's what this is about. You gotta focus in on your results. Keep your eyes on the prize. That's it. And release. Now, we're gonna do what I call a floor tap with a jump. So you're gonna be here, and then jump up. Now, if you're just starting out, you wanna tap, bring your arms up. Tap, up, okay? Otherwise, you're here, up. Well, we got jets flying over, we got boats in the water, we got seagulls, we got everything here. What a great way to start the day. That's it, nice and easy. And release. Okay, guys, now take the weights. We're gonna do an upright row with a deadlift. So here's the deadlift, down, and then right underneath your chin. Down for your hamstrings, your buns, and up. That's it, guys. You know, I'll tell you though, fitness certainly is not a destination. It's certainly not something you could just check off your list every day. It's not a lifestyle, it's not a fad, guys. You know what it is? It's a way of life. It's a way to live. You have to move. One more. And release. All right, guys, now we're gonna do a squat and a kick. This one you might need the chair, okay? So you're here, you're gonna squat down and kick the leg out. Squat, kick. Now you'll stay on one leg on this one. Again, utilizing large muscle groups, you burn a lot of calories, you're getting fit, firm, toned, sculpted. That's it. A couple more. 3, 2, one more, and release. All right, let's go to the other side. So you're gonna squat down, kick. And again, if you need the chair for balance, that's great. Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? That's it. Nice and easy. A couple more. Guys, it's so important to give yourself this time frame, right? Nobody gets this time. Now, if you got time to do double eights, triple eights, great. Do 16 minutes, do 24, 32. It's up to you. It's up to whatever your goal is. But it's a great way to start. And release. All right, now do the old-fashioned windmills. You're here, down, and up. But I'll tell you one thing, dump that diet, guys. Don't diet. This isn't about, numbers on a scale, that's for sure. And it's certainly it's about feeling fit. It's about feeling good. It's about feeling strong, effervescent, right? That's what it's about. Nice and easy. It's about a zest for living. And release. Okay, guys, from there, do something a little different. You need a chair. You can do a shoulder press with a butt kick. Boom, right there. So it's a dual movement. You're working your shoulders and those buns. I mean, who doesn't want a rounded, uplifted appearance in the buns, right? I know everybody does. That's it. Nice and easy. Hey, you're getting right through this, guys. That's it. 3, 2, 1, and done. Okay, other side. So again, you're gonna do a shoulder press with a butt kick. So it's a dual movement. Now, nice and easy. So you're not locking the joints out in the shoulder. So you're just firming, you're toning, you're sculpting the muscles. That's it. Nice and easy. Guys, I'll tell you though, smile, right? When you wear a smile, you're well dressed. I keep telling you that. It's so important. 3, 2, 1, and done. Now, use a chair for a deadlift, what I call a kind of a bird dog here. Boom, down and up. Down. This really accentuates the buns, the hamstrings, and of course, certainly focus on the lower back as well. Nice and easy. There you go. That's it. Nice and slow. But this program certainly isn't about all or nothing, right? It certainly isn't all or nothing. Focus on progress, not perfection. One more. And release. All right, let's go to the other side. Nice and easy. You're here. So just nice and easy. Down and up. There you go. Good. Slow and controlled. But you certainly have to you really love the feeling of getting toned and strong. It's very empowering. That's it. Nice and easy. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now, last thing we're gonna do is you're gonna get the bicep, tricep. So you're here, boom, biceps, tricep push. Biceps, tricep push. That's it, boom, right there, back. All right, you're feeling good now, guys, right there. Squeeze the muscle, that's it. Nice and slow and controlled, out, back. Boy, this feels good. Get you awake this morning. 2, one more, and release. Hey guys, you did it. Wow, what a great program. Learn it, live it, lose it. You're gonna love it. Well done, guys.
Hey guys, it's Danny, and today I am showing you how to make no-bake matcha energy balls, not one, but 2 delicious ways. Now, first up, I have my matcha pistachio and cranberry energy bites, and this version uses dates and cashews and pistachios to create the base. And all of those ingredients create a very delightfully sweet and chewy texture. And then the second version are my no-bake matcha protein bites, which have a base of almond butter, oatmeal, and protein powder. So the texture is a little bit drier, but still creamy from the nut butter. And then you get the little pop bite from the chia seeds, which I really love. And each one of these balls packs nearly 5 grams of protein. So as per usual, you've got options. And remember guys, there's no right or wrong way to eat. The only right way to eat is to choose foods that feel good for you and your body. Boom. So you're gonna do a big thumbs up there. Okay? If you are not familiar with matcha, matcha is simply a green tea powder that is super rich in antioxidants. And remember, my friends, antioxidants are what fight off free radicals in the body. So not only is it preventative, but it also helps to support healthy glowing skin, it lowers blood sugar levels, and it's been said to speed up metabolism. So it's a really fun, functional food to incorporate into your kitchen. So let's get started with the matcha pistachio cranberry bites. Into my food processor goes 2/3 of a cup of raw cashews, 1/3 of a cup raw shelled pistachios, and then a half a cup of pitted medjool dates, which is about 6 dates. Now, the medjool dates are the really big, soft, sweet, creamy dates, and you need to get the pit out of the middle. So you just pull the date apart, and then you'll see this little pit in the middle, just pull it right out. Now, if your dates are a little bit dry and not super plump, no big deal, just put them in a bowl, cover them with some hot water for about 10-15 minutes, and that will totally revive them so they're soft and juicy and plump, and then you can move forward from there. Then I've got 2 tablespoons of shredded coconut, 2 tablespoons of cranberries, and 2 teaspoons of matcha powder, along with a pinch of sea salt. Pop the lid on and then pulse this back and forth, back and forth. I like to go in both directions until everything starts to break down and gets incorporated. Now, when it's ready to roll, you're gonna see that it almost looks like a wet sand, but it's not stuck together. But once you get it in your hand, if you give it a little squish, it does stick together. So grab about a tablespoon of the mixture and then just form it into a ball, just like that. Place it on the rim baking sheet and then repeat, repeat, repeat until you've worked through all of the mixture. You're gonna end up with about 16 balls. These are so good. I love the texture. They're sweet and they're chewy, and then you get a little bit of crunch from the nuts and the coconut. You guys are going to love this version. Next up are the no-bake protein matcha bites, and for this recipe, I'm starting with 4 tablespoons of all natural almond butter. One tip here, make sure that you're using almond butter that's nice and loose and creamy. You know, like when you first open the jar and it looks like this. If you use the dried up almond butter, that can sometimes happen at the bottom of the jar, it's gonna be harder to get the texture we're looking for with these. So loose and creamy. Then a half a cup of rolled oats, 1 scoop or 20 grams of vanilla protein powder. Now you could use any type of protein powder you want. You could do a whey protein powder, collagen-based protein powder, a vegan protein powder. They will all work. We've got 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, 1 tablespoon of honey, 2 teaspoons of coconut oil that I've melted down, and a pinch of sea salt. And then finally, 2 teaspoons of the matcha powder. Any matcha that you have will work. Plain matcha is perfectly fine for this recipe as well. Okay, pop on the lid, and again, I'm gonna pulse this back and forth in each direction until the mixture starts to come together. It's not gonna be completely binded, it's gonna have that wet sand texture, but you will see that everything is incorporated and mixed well. Dump it into a bowl just because it's easier to work with that way. And then I grab about a heaping teaspoon, squish it in my hand, and form it into a ball just like we did before. Place it on the baking sheet and repeat until you've got all the balls rolled out and ready to go. These protein bites are gonna get you about 12 balls. From here, I just pop them in the fridge for a couple hours so that they can set up, and then I transfer them into an airtight container, and they will last happily in your fridge for up to 2 weeks. I don't prefer these in the freezer because I find they get a little too hard, although if you knew you were gonna be like packing them in the morning and then eating them for lunch later in the day, then maybe you would wanna keep them in the freezer so that they stay nice and cool, but still soft and chewy by the time you get to them later in the afternoon. And of course, I now want to know which one you think you will try first and why. And don't forget to snap a picture when you try these recipes and tag me on Instagram and on Facebook so I can see what you are whipping up in your very own kitchens. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm Danny Spies. I will see you back here next time. Cheers.
Becoming frustrated with the process is a big reason many of us find it easier to give up than to face the challenge of slow and steady progress. Our mind is a very powerful entity. When we make the decision to become healthy, lose inches, and drop clothing sizes, and become lean, many of us expect those changes to happen within a matter of weeks. Progress takes time. A steady approach, like brushing your teeth every day, works 100% of the time to maintaining a lean, healthy you, even if you failed in the past. Ask yourself, do you dictate to your body or does your body dictate to you? Does it say, oh, I'm tired today, or I'll do it tomorrow? Or does it say, get up and get going and just do it? Your mind needs to focus on being fit, healthy, and strong, not only with your body, but also with your daily thoughts. Remember, you're in charge. Think progress, not perfection. Let go of the need to be perfect. There are times when you're not going to be as healthy as you want. Maybe you had an emotional day of eating. Life happens. These are what we call so what days. It's all part of living. You shouldn't give up or punish yourself for living, which only keeps you from your goals. Pick yourself right back up the next meal, the next day, the next workout. Now, your thinking habits are the largest part of your body's transformation that you can control. It all starts with your mindset, which is the key to your success. Here's a few things that help you shift your thought gears to give you that positive direction. Take care of all aspects of your body that you can change right now, like your teeth, nails, hair, eyes, skin. We all love instant gratification, so reward yourself. It makes you appreciate commitment to your healthy image. Also, don't fear the mirror. Go in front of a full-length mirror and note the parts of your body that make you feel attractive. Come on, we know there's some parts you like. Lastly, take a moment and shut your eyes and see what you want to realistically look like. Visualize yourself, lean, right? Go ahead, it's fantastic. Let go and envision the future. Keep your eyes open for the people who you admire who have a healthy lifestyle you can turn to for positive inspiration. So get rid of that stinking thinking and take a close look at your thoughts. You have the power to change and transform, creating that lean lifestyle right now. Retrain your brain and your body will follow. Next time, we learn it, live it, lose it, and you'll love it. 4 L's to a better you with Fit and Delicious.
For videos, tips, and the 8-day challenge, visit fitanddelicious.com. To become a Fit and Delicious member, where you'll find over 90 videos, tips, and inspiration, plus all 13 episodes of Fit and Delicious, go to fitanddelicious.com. This is episode 109.